This is City SC Posse. STL Soccer first, always. An NFNP Pod production.
So we previewed this a little bit on the last episode on the recap for Matchday 3. We need a win on the road against LAFC. We're desperate. At this point, we're desperate for a win, and it ain't looking good.
We're desperate for a goal. We're just
Yeah.
hoping to put one in the back of the net at this point in time. Like, let's see something. Let's finish.
Yeah.
Finish.
You know, the Blues have gone through streaks like this, right? Certainly, we're not having the best year, although all of a sudden the Blues are hot lately. But you go on streaks, and the same is true with soccer. But I think that's the feeling. You need to bury a couple of goals here. You need a game where you can score 2 or 3 goals. You start to get that belief going, and you start realizing, like, hey, we can score. Now, the problem is, and we've talked about this, it's been 2 years. We haven't scored goals
Same feeling
for
over
2
and over
years.
and over again every game. It's just like, who can put one in the back of the net? The one person maybe that you felt good about is no longer here with us, obviously.
Yeah.
And Klaus.
And
So
even
we
he,
need to find somebody.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's very streaky. He's a streaky player right now. He's on a hot streak, so it just makes it feel worse as a City fan, right? But we need to find somebody that can finish. So, I want some maybe new blood up at the top.
Do we
this
think
game.
Cordova gets the start? I mean, he's only been with the team for 2 weeks or something like that. He did come in. He got about 30 minutes of play last week. Like I said in the recap episode, I thought he played well. Obviously no goals. He didn't make like any kind of big impacts, but I like what I saw in the short time that he was on the field. So maybe he gets the start.
Yeah, maybe. I can see what's happening.
What?
No changes. We're not making any changes going into this game. We're going to be like, we felt real good about the opportunities we had. We felt good about the possession. We're going to roll it out, see what happens, see if we can finally put it together. It feels like we should be able to put this together. It just felt like, again, we were going to finish in that last game. Obviously, it never happened. Nobody had that drive, that killer instinct, whatever you want to call it.
Yep. And we had that in season 1. We can go back and we can talk about season 1 as much as we want. It's kind of like going back and talk about the Blues 2019. Not every year is going to be like 2019, Yeah. And I think that's true here, but in the inaugural season for City, it didn't even started with game 1. We're tied 2-2 against Austin, and Klaus pulls one out of nowhere. We win the game 3-2, and that kind of set the stage for at least the first half of the season, right? Where we knew we were going to go out there and we were going to score, and if we could score, then you just think like, we just got to stop them. They just can't score as many goals as we score. And that's exciting soccer. Right now, it's like, we need to hang on. We need to stop them from scoring in the hopes that we can somehow put one in the nets. Right? It's got to be a shutout.
We got to keep the sheet clean, right? Like, you can't let them score, because as soon as they score, that we're not winning the game. Or wins off the table, right?
Especially if the other team, if they score first.
Maybe we're open. Yeah.
If the other team scores first, it's like over. And you're right. You're playing for a tie at that point, which my feelings on ties. And
we're going into a game here. They can score.
Who?
City.
LAFC?
I'm not talking City. Yeah.
LAFC. They are they're 3-0. So right off the bat, not a good look. The only hope that we have is they had a Champions League game on Tuesday, I think, right? So they're coming off of a short rest. But let's see. They tied on Tuesday in the round of 16 of the Champions League. They beat FC Dallas 1-0, and then they beat Houston 2-0. And then I don't know what their first game was. Let me see if I can find. They beat Miami 3-0. So have they given up a goal yet? No.
Don't even worry about it.
That does not bode well. They did give up a goal in the Champions League on Tuesday. They gave up one. But in league play, they have not given up a goal. So for a team that can't score, yeah, it's not a great feeling, that's for sure. Especially, and you're playing in LA.
It should make you got a team that can't score going up against the team that hasn't given up a goal should make betting relatively easy, which is nice. So we can lean on that maybe.
We'll see. Now I'll be home for this game. And then I leave for Florida, so I will be on the road for the New England game. I don't know if sports betting's legal in Florida yet or not.
I don't know. It feels like it would be, though.
Yeah, right. No, they don't. They kind of have this it's free for all in Florida.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So yeah, why not? Yeah, and our record against LAFC as a whole is not necessarily great. We did have a 2-2 tie last season in LA. And then I'm pretty sure we lost to LA when they came here, and I'm trying to remember what that game was.
What's our record? You probably don't have it on hand, but I'd be interested to know what our record is, what our goals for and against are, just out on the West Coast in general as we travel out west.
Yeah, no, I don't have all that, and I remember. Because I went to this game, they came here, and it was Son's, was it his first or second game in the league after coming over, and I can't remember if he scored 2 or 3. He dominated us. And that was that. So we went there, and we tied 2-2 last year, and that was a game we should have won. We were actually up 2-1. Toy Shirt getting the goal, and then LAFC scored in stoppage time to make it 2-2. And Berkey was out, so Lunt was in, and he played one of his best games of the year. He had 7 saves, including a penalty stop. All right, so played a pretty good game in LA last year, and then they crushed us when they came here. Yeah. And it was obvious who was the better team last year. So certainly does not bode well. Obviously, they still have Son. Like I said, the only thing that I hope for is that they're a little tired. Maybe some of their players, don't get the start, or, have a short leash after playing on Tuesday, and we can capitalize on that.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be benefit to us if they're playing on short rest, right? Like maybe they're subbing early. I don't feel good about this game.
No,
I don't feel good about this game at all.
Hardly any road games. I don't feel good about hardly any road games, especially with our track record on the road. We're not good. So
I don't know what kind of hope I could have going into this game. They're on short rest, maybe. Yeah, they're gonna sub quicker. We're gonna see some of their bench a little bit more than we normally would. Do I feel good about that? Still, no, not.
Now, we should have a little bit more desperation. That's the only other thing. They're 3-0. They're feeling good. They're playing at home against a bottom of the table team. Maybe they come in a little complacent, and we can surprise them. That's the only thing. Whether it's on a counterattack or maybe we get an early goal, you have to hope for something like that. A counterattack goal or an early goal where they're kind of back on their heels. They think that they're going to dictate the game, and we come out and really, shock them. That's the only thing.
Be physical
I feel like a professional sports analyst. We could be on the radio. anybody can do this, right? Like you predict a couple of things, it happens, and all of a sudden you're an expert. So if that happens, I'll let it be known right now. If we score on the counterattack or early in the game and surprise LAFC, you heard it here first, people. City SC Posse, the professional sports analysts.
Making predictions.
Well, certainly we did it against San Diego.
I was going to say, we got it against San Diego when we said, just don't give up an early goal. Like, that's so key. And then sure enough, there it was. So
2 minutes
you're calling it the other way. You're saying we need to.
Well, we need to. I think that's the only chance we have at a win is on the counterattack or scoring early and LAFC just not being able to put one away.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to know what the win probability is?
Win?
Yeah.
16%.
Close. 12%.
12%, yeah.
12%. The draw is at 17%, and that leaves LAFC with a 71% chance to win.
Yeah.
Where does that fit? Have you looked up any bets, or is there anything that you're eyeing?
Yeah, so where was it? Of course you got great odds going right now. If you're feeling like chancing it with a city win, you're getting it at plus 600.
Woo! That's a lot.
You're getting good money back on it, but there's a reason it's at plus 600, right? With the draw at 425. I think you just avoid the money line. You could always go down and do I think it's the Asian handicap, to where they're giving St. Louis City plus a goal and a half in the game. So more traditional in terms of the line coverage there. I think I would go LAFC minus a goal and a half at, minus 110 payment.
So they have to win by 2 goals. They have to win by 2 goals or more.
Yep.
And how much do you win? What was the?
It's minus 110.
Hey, that's kind of,
yeah. So you're putting in $110 to get 100 back, right? So,
right.
Look, I feel like that one probably would be my play here. You can get a St. Louis City,
draw,
so you're
going
to get I'll get to that here in a second.
Okay.
Total corners for by team, right? City is 3.5. So if you're feeling like we're gonna get any quarters going, which I don't, I think we're gonna probably be right at 3. Sounds right.
We had 8.
Could be the play on the under.
We had 8 on the last game at home.
Okay.
It was like 8 or 9 the first game at home. Now I know we're on the road. I can't remember how many we had against San Diego. I wonder if I could find that real quick.
I think we had many.
Hold on.
Hold
on.
I was just gonna say, I think
hold that.
Boy. Oh boy.
We had 2 corners in San Diego.
Yep.
So at home, we're getting a bunch of corners. On the road, I mean, we're only 1 game on the road, but only 2.
We talked about game 1. It felt like we had the possession the whole game. It felt like we had some good offense throughout that game. Just couldn't. No, we put one away. Couldn't put more than one away in. But
wait, so what is
in game
what
1?
Is the
felt
line
really
on
good
that?
about it. Game 3, like, so maybe it's a home. Take the over, away. Take the under.
Well, so what if you're going the over on the corners? How much is that? What's the payout on that?
Man, you're killing me. I moved on from it. Let me find it.
You shouldn't have.
I see that now. Total corners. The over, you're getting just minus 130. Minus 130. So they're wanting you. They're begging you to take the under on that one at minus 105, right? I think minus 105 sounds pretty good at the under.
But here's the thing I don't
3.5 on
understand. This is what I don't understand about sports betting or betting in general, I guess. So you go over, what'd you say it was? Minus 130?
Yeah.
You go under, it's minus 105.
Huh?
So there's no plus scenario in that. So to me, that sounds like a lose-lose bet. I mean, to me, that sounds like the house is guaranteed to win.
Well, the house is always guaranteed to win.
Well, if you're paying out 600 to 1, at least you got a chance.
Yeah, but
but if they're
happening. They're taking enough bets, on the other side.
Yeah.
Where people are taking the safe bet, right? And then all of a sudden they lose it. Generally they always want it to be somewhere around like minus 105 on one side and then maybe minus 109 or something, right? To where they're collecting that difference.
Right.
They're hoping to keep those bets even as possible on both sides in terms of the dollar value. So and that's why you see lines fluctuate because, you do see it heavier on one side. So they shift it to try to get action on the other side. So,
all right.
Trust me, they know what they're doing.
Here's a bet that I'm interested in, and I don't know if you could find it. Pompeo, anytime goal scorer.
Yeah, we can find that one, goal scorer.
So I have to think, after just some of the uproar on social media, like, I don't know why Pompeo's not getting to play, especially after the San Diego match. He came in and he brought a spark to the team, and then he doesn't even get in as a sub in the last game. I think we were all kind of expecting him to start over Wallum. Wallum is terrible. We talked about this in the last episode. He's got, if Pompeo is not in this game to bring some offensive spark, I don't know.
Bring some creativity, bring some kind of attack down that wing.
So if he does get the start, I just kind of have this feeling that he's going to do something.
Plus 600, anytime goal scorer.
All right. Well, I wonder
if you feel like he's getting the first one, it's at plus 2,000.
Wow. All right. What if you did like a parlay Pompeo anytime goal scorer City win? You could even piggyback on that and do City 1-0 win. Do a three-way parlay.
If you were going to do the City win on the money line with the Pompeo anytime goal scorer, you're getting plus 1,900.
And what if you threw in the 1-0 City win exact score? Can you do that?
Oh, geez, Matt.
I know. Hey, I'm getting tricky here, but this is a parlay I think our listeners might be interested in, because I'm throwing it out there right now. Pompeo gets the early goal on a counterattack. Makes it 1-0, and we hold out for the win.
City.
If the odds are there, is it like a plus 6,000 or something?
You could throw down $5 and find yourself with 450 extra bucks in your wallet.
Right.
If you make that bet. So
plus
9,000.
Plus 9,000.
Plus 1,900.
That's even. I said plus 6. I said plus 6,000. So it was
shortage yourself. Yeah.
And
that's on a City 1-0 win. Pompeo anytime goal scorer.
Hey, all right. Put me down for that bet right now. $5, especially since I can't bet. Can you do it? $5.
Just did it.
All right.
Just did
$5.
It. Just lost $5. Please Venmo. Please Venmo.
Hey, if I, for $450 though, that ain't bad.
There's a finder's fee. There's a user's fee in that. So just enough FYI.
Well, honestly, forget about the betting. Pompeo needs to play this game. He needs to start.
He needs to be on the wing. Yep.
Yeah, he needs to score. Get Wallum out of there. He's terrible. He kills all of our momentum when we're moving forward. All he does is step on the ball and pass it backwards.
You don't even want to see him in the game. Not a sub.
I could do that. Even at 42, I could be out there running down the wing, stepping on the ball and passing it backwards.
Maybe once one win sprint. That's it. You're done after that.
Yeah.
Wasted a sub on you. Yeah, that's the big change for me that we need to make. He needs to be sitting on the bench. He needs to be riding it this Saturday. Up top, probably taking Betcher out. Who are you going to play?
Well, I think it's either Cordova, if he's ready to go. You know, I don't know what his fitness looks like. I don't know if he's going to be 100% ready to go. Or McSorley. You give McSorley the start. Now the only other option is Sang Bin. He's got the South Korean connection right now with Son. You know, they both play for the national team. So if the coach was feeling nostalgic, that's not even the right word, feeling I don't know.
Generous? Feeling
I'm thinking of a much fancier word. But yeah, if he wants the heart-to-heart connection or whatever, or he wants the feel-good story.
Try to win over the players a little bit more, in the locker room and give them that opportunity and that kind of
right. If he wants to go for the win, then it needs to be Cordova or McSorley with Toy Shirt, Hartle, Edelman, Durkin, Pompeo, and then you can stick with the same back four, I think. Orozco, Palvara, Baumgartel, and Santos. Like I said, I was impressed with Santos. He just needs to work on his right foot. Totland is out. He did, and I got this right here. He did start practicing on March 12th, but he is not expected to play in upcoming matches. So he practiced with a limited capacity.
You said he had an
abdominal strain. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Could be groin, maybe. It says leg, abdominal. So it could be like a groin
flexor
or
kind of area.
Yeah, hip flexor type thing. So they said maybe a April return. So he's going to miss, 2 or 3 games here. So
yeah,
I think that pretty much solidifies Orozco, who played good last game. He's just kind of boring, in my opinion. Totland brings a little bit more excitement. Orozco's, he's kind of.
We all know the key to this game. It's going to be Berkey again.
Berkey? Well, it's always Berkey.
It's always, it is always Berkey. Well, not always. We've had some games, like the first game that reminds me, like he didn't have to do much in that first game.
You're right.
Somehow we still ended up letting up a goal, but
Well, see, they're just going to be goals that he can't
have to have another huge game, I think, in this one, in order to come away with the tire win.
Yeah, I think you're right, especially with Son. We know Son he's going to score. He's going to create chances, and he did it the last time he played us. So I don't know. It's a late start. It's a 9:30 local time start. Apple TV. The only nice thing about that, kids are in bed. Wife is in bed. I can pound a couple beers and watch the game. I think that's my plan. And maybe I'll do some live tweeting or something.
There you go. Let's just hope the broadcast doesn't drop.
Yeah, we need a little bit better broadcast on Apple TV for sure. Go ahead and give the NFNP pod a follow on X and Facebook. And you can see some of my live comments as we go along. Maybe I'll even go live. You never know. That's not something something I do very often, but maybe I'll do it. But I'll post the blog. It'll be our immediate reaction of the post game. I'll post that early next week. Kev and I will come at you. I'll be on vacation, but we're still going to record. I won't have the fancy studio set up, but you and I are going to record. We can carve out a couple minutes. Maybe 3 sheets to the wind, but might be on the beach, but that's all right.
That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. That's right. And I'm going to be watching that game. So we play, I'll be on the road for the New England match. So it'll be 6:30 my time on the Saturday night. Might have to I'll be at Marco Island. I have to find a bar or something to watch the game. Could be fun.
I have to be on your phone.
Well, sometimes I do that too, and that's fine. But I'm going to watch it, no doubt. And then we're going to come back. We're going to give you our reaction. We'll give you the preview for the next episode. Again, thanks to our listeners. And we'll catch you for the next one. Let's go, City.
Wow.
Far out.